I met Calvary team in 1999, 18 years old, 18? When I'm making them. Calvary always coming, maybe a summer and March, I think it's a 25 Calvary short team I'm working. We're looking for some American people to learn in English. So we try to help Calvary team to go the orphanage. That's my first connection with them. After the earthquake, it's very, very difficult. So what now is a problem political, and the gangster come to the business. They teach us everything. They try to find me. They try to find my wife. They try to find every people in my business to kill them or to get everything. So I cannot back to Haiti right now. Everywhere you're going, they try to kidnapping you because the police cannot do anything. They have more power than the police. That's the reason me and my family were here. Me and my wife, we applied for asylum. So because I cannot live in Haiti right now. I love what I do in Haiti to help my family, to help my people, to have a missionary team come. That's what I like to do. Just like when I working in this, I feel enjoy. I think Haiti more need me than USA. So I want to go to keep my ministry in Haiti. I want the Calvary pray for me, for my surgery. The first thing is very important now for me. Pray for my surgery and pray for my asylums and pray for my family, my wife, my daughter, to pray for my paperwork. I need to keep working here, and pray for my country to get a peace, for security, for the new government, and that's right.
In this video, I had the privilege of getting to know Jimmy Joe. We learn about his life in Haiti, how he came to the United States, and what's next for him with the changing policies under our current administration. That conversation is coming now. Well, we're set. Ready. We're going. Yeah.
Can I quickly pray for us?
Yes. I would love that.
All right, Let me do it. God, thanks for technology and thanks for stories. Thank you that you've created us to love and engage in stories in ways that we can't with any other kind of information. And so we thank you for Jimmy and the way you've used him in my life and in Paul's life and the lives of so many people at Calvary and in Haiti and around the world in real ways. God, we pray that as we now recount his story, that you would be at work helping us to say the right things, to be clear, to not say the dumb things, and that you would use this for your glory, for our good, for Jimmy's good, for the good of his family, and to help bring those who don't understand the complexity of all that this is to understand more deeply what they've experienced and how we can be a part of helping that experience be better and safer and all the things. We ask for it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. That's great.
I love Jimmy.
That might be better than any intro I can give.
All right.
But
did you capture it?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello. This is another Becoming Our Age video. This one's a little bit different. Today we're interviewing our friend Jimmy. Jimmy came here from Haiti, and we will be talking about his story and what's next for him. So, Jimmy, why don't you introduce yourself?
Like he said, my name is Jimmy Gel. So I'm from to Haiti. I got two brothers and three sisters. 3 of passed away a long time. So I got my family. I got my wife and I got one daughter right now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then also with us today, we have...
Yeah, I'm Jason. I'm one of the pastors at Calvary and have been to Haiti a number of times and have known of Jimmy for years. When I first met him in Haiti, it was like seeing a celebrity because I'd seen pictures of him on all these trips. And he's like, I'm just Jimmy.
All right.
And my name is Paul, and I started a long-term relationship with Haiti when I was 12 years old. A family friend who was a missionary doctor to the country of Haiti. I got my love for Haiti at that point. My first trip to Haiti was in 2011, following the earthquake. And I met Jimmy on that trip, and we've been friends, and I've been his father since that point. And I've been to Haiti 20-some times.
Wow.
You win.
All right. And Paul, just to ask, when you say you've been his father, what does that mean?
Okay. In Haiti, he doesn't have an earthly father. His father is deceased. And so he asked me if my first trip there, that if I would be willing to be his father and to give him advice and help.
Yeah.
And then I called my wife, and she says, well, then ask him if I can be his mother, because his mother was also deceased. So since 2011, we've been his parents, helping him and giving him advice and different things. And then at his wedding, I was the best man at his wedding. Wonderful. And in Haiti, the best man means a little bit more than it does here, because you sign papers that you will be their lifelong guide and help. And that is what we committed to.
It's amazing.
That sounds like a better system than our system.
It is. Yes. You even give your address and your telephone number. Now, whether they would ever contact you for not following through on your duties, I don't know, but that's...
You're fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. His apology is my father, because I didn't know father. I didn't know my father. So he's out take my place of my father now.
Yeah.
So because when I born, mom said me, when I asked mom before he died, I said, where's my father? He said me, I don't have father because my father don't care of me. They don't take care of me. That's why my name is Gel. My last name is from mom last name.
Interesting. Your mom's last
Jimmy
name.
Gel. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, what was growing up in Haiti like for you, and what brought you in contact with Calvary Church?
I was living in Delma 19. So Calvary come to the guest house, wall guest house at Delma 19, close to my house. By myself and Calypso and Asha, we're looking for some American to learn in English. That's why we making a Calvary because they come to the guest house. So the first people I met at the Calvary team is Nate Anderson. He tried to go to orphanage like a sister charity. So we learning, we teach her or try to get her at a sister. So that's why my connection with a Calvary is I think 27 years we got a relationship.
Yeah.
So,
Wonderful. And so learning English was the first, or practicing your English was really
the first.
That was the first major connection.
Yeah. It's working to the missionary team. Every time they come in, we walk into Calvary, but different team too. But the Calvary, I'm making them every year. We come in to work in, not go to school for English, so we learning English by people. Yeah.
All right.
Can I just quickly, the first time I went, I heard this story that when Calvary first went down, and you could tell me if this is apocryphal, but Calvary first went down with a team and built these relationships, and then for a number of reasons weren't able to come back for a number of years. And when we did come back, they said, "Oh, we've been waiting for you. You're like, you've been gone so long." And in the meantime, we planted more churches. And so they started taking us to these churches, including one that was like over 1,000 people.
Wow.
And they called it Calvary. They had literally hand painted our logo, the logo that's on his shirt.
Hand painted.
And there was now more. Calvary, Haiti was bigger than Calvary, Minnesota.
Wow.
To them, like that was the parent church, and they had planted all these churches, and so we were able to kind of catch back up again with our brothers and sisters in Haiti.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And how were the needs different at that time?
You could probably speak to that more than I can.
The needs, when I first arrived there, of course, the issues were, the first issue we had to address was housing. There was much destruction, of course, much death, but also physical destruction of people's houses and of their earthly possessions. And so that was one of the things that the team went there in 2011 was to start rebuilding Haiti. I think we called it Homes for Haiti. And I think we built around 20 some homes in Haiti, and we built them to withstand an earthquake because they hadn't had an earthquake in around 100 years when that earthquake hit in 2010. And so that was one of our primary goals. So we would bring our high school students from Calvary as a part of showing them what the way the rest of the world lives. And especially in a third world country where life is much different than here, but how people are much more content and happier. And that was enlightening for our high school students to see that dynamic. And
absolutely. Well, and getting that exposure for people that live very comfortably is super important. And then understanding the church's needs across the globe. That takes me back to you here, Jimmy. I wanted to ask, a lot of groups came, and you talked about helping a lot of groups, and maybe mention that. But as you helped those groups, what of the things that they did really worked, and which of the things didn't seem to help much or actually created bad incentives, bad behavior within Haiti? It's complex.
I'm not sure that he totally understands the concept of that, but he's dealt with many other groups besides Calvary over the years. And I know the first time I went there, my first priority was to read the book, When Helping Hurts.
Yeah, When Helping Hurts.
And to get a better perspective on how we should be doing our ministry in these countries. So the goal was to ask our local partners, Haitians, what we could do for them.
Yeah.
And so it was their ideas and their concepts, and we would come alongside them and offer assistance.
Yeah.
We wanted things to last even long after we left, because you read a lot of stories where people just go there and do what they want to do, and the minute they leave, the projects are not attended to. They're forgotten about, and they have no long-lasting impact on the country. And so that was our goal, to work along with our partners and just offer assistance. And if you remember that book, one of the things is early on when you have natural disasters, that's where financially we could come in and also help financially then. But our long-term goal was to help them raise their own money by teaching them. And so some of the things that Calvary has, aquaponic farming was one of the things, and agriculture was another part of our mission, was to help the local people, especially in the city where agriculture wasn't big, to develop small gardens on their rooftop and learn how to make food for themselves and not rely upon other people. So
Jimmy talked about the guest house. And that's First Fruits Guest House. And the leader of that was Miradu, or maybe more accurately, his wife.
Yes,
Dula. But he was a pastor, but also an agronomist. And so he would do these really creative things where he would take these tires, like these old worn out tires that were no longer good for a vehicle, and he would teach the Haitian people, and he's Haitian, and he's a trained agronomist. he would fill that on the rooftop. He'd fill it with soil, and that became then this perfect environment for growing. And so you're literally taking like refuse, garbage, and turning it into a really inexpensive but critical tool for teaching them to sustain themselves. And he had all, I mean, I think the first time I was there, we did a lot of like weeding of onion fields. I'm like, this doesn't feel like missions. This feels like, like this is work I did as a kid in the garden.
Yeah.
But really equipping the people of Haiti to provide for themselves in very practical ways from a Haitian perspective, not from the Americans coming in with all the right ideas.
To answering your question about some of the things that some of the visitors had hurt, sometimes I noticed an observation that people were more interested in photo shoots than they were in really helping the people. They wanted to show back home that they were doing something for the people of Haiti, and it really wasn't helpful.
Yeah. The when a missionary team, a lot of people come to Haiti, that's a help like a missionary team come to Haiti. That's like a tourist people come. Like they can help like a fly. People working at the guest house. People working sell some artisanal things. That can help people get some of money to provide self. And some of organizations, some of missionary team to get a guest orphanage. They take care of them. They working. Some of people come to the guest house. Some of people come to the orphanage to working. Like me, when I was in Haiti, my job is working for the missionary team. I get the money too. I help my family too. You know what I'm saying? And after I don't have team, I get my business too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I working for the missionary team. They pay me. You know, after that, I'll get my own business that'll help me too. And when they come into, they have the pastor, the leader, to making them or training them a conference that are gonna help in the taxi. Everything gonna working and Haiti get more money because when they come, the money stay to Haiti. You know what I'm saying? That'll help Haiti too. You know?
Yeah.
But what now? We don't have any team can come.
Yeah.
We don't have any tourists. It's not good for Haiti.
Yeah.
I think. But one of things, like you said, that infecting Haiti. One of team when they come, like my dad said, they just taking the bad. Like we got a ghetto. They show what a Haiti, but it's not the Haiti. It's a one of part of Haiti. But Haiti have a good view too, good things. So some of people, they take the bad picture, bad things, and show, oh, this is Haiti. No, it's not only Haiti. We got some good view, good beach, good everything. We got the bad things, we got the good things too. Not against it, not the bad. Cité Soleil, and I call them Cité Soleil because it's a whole South country ghetto. But they take only the picture. They say, oh, it's a Haiti. No, it's not Haiti. Haiti have a good countryside, beach, is many things. It's nice.
Yeah. Well,
Cité Soleil is one small piece of Haiti. It's real, but it's very small.
But it's a bigger country. Poor country living there, but it's not Haiti. Nope. It's a part of Haiti. But some of people take only the picture of this and say, "Oh, this is Haiti." No, it's not. That's when I was on the team, when I'm working, I just go to the countryside, show them a difference that they see at the TV or the picture. It's not only that Haiti have a good people too. You know, good natural. I don't know.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
That's right.
Maybe a lot of people don't realize that are listening maybe to this podcast that Haiti and Dominican Republic are on the same island. So a lot of people go to Dominican Republic. They enjoy the beaches, the hotels, and the fanciness, but it's the same island. It's the same water. It's the same beaches. It's just that Haiti hasn't had the opportunities that Dominican Republic have, and because of their leadership.
Yeah,
over the
same
years.
island, very different histories, very
Yes.
different oppression and
Yes.
manipulation. Quickly, if I could, when people say, "Well, what did Jimmy do?" Because he said he worked for the missionaries that come down, and I kind of joke that he was like translator, tour guide, sometimes bodyguard, sometimes like don't go down that street. But one of my first memories of him in Haiti was he took us to was it Sisters of, it was the hospital where the people it was adults, but we needed to give them
to the AIDS hospital.
it was an AIDS hospice. Okay, so AIDS hospice.
TB and AIDS hospice.
And TB, tuberculosis and AIDS.
18.
Yeah.
It's, and for me as an American who's a little bit germophobic, like that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
And so he took us there. But then one of the things they said that we could do is these people were in constant pain and discomfort. They said, so we can put lotion and give them like back rubs with lotion. And I'm going, oh, that's uncomfortable for me. So Jimmy not only brought us there, took us the right path to get there, but when we got there, he led the way. He was the first to go to the bedside of a man and show us how we could do it in a way that was respectful and dignity. But it was hands-on. Mm-hmm. And he didn't just tell us that. He modeled that for us, how to do it. And so for me, as a Westerner, as an American who's like a little bit touch-averse anyway, that's super uncomfortable. And he brought us there and helped us understand how we could do that and then showed us how to do it. He introduced us to a man who was in a wheelchair who had been on a motorcycle and somebody came up and shot him with a .22. And so he's now in a wheelchair and he lives in this hospice. But I got to know him because he's a friend of Jimmy and he can, introduce me to that story that I don't hear otherwise. He's just another guy in a wheelchair,
That AIDS TB hospice can be very impactful. Matter of fact, when we bring high school students there, we warn them about what may happen when they get there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do some training on each other to do the massages on each other so we become comfortable. But one of the things is my wife's parents were in their 80s and they wanted to come and see what we did in Haiti. They came at 80 years old. They both came, and I brought my father-in-law to the TB AIDS hospice.
Wow.
And he had traveled the world, every continent, numerous countries, missionary work in Africa, Russia, all over the world. And he told me when he was there, he was helping a man, and right next door to him there, a man died of AIDS right there. And I can still remember, he said that was one of the most impactful things that he ever in his whole life had witnessed happen right there in that hospice unit.
Wow. Yeah. Well, good. So Paul, you kind of understood where I was going with the question, but took it further than I did. It's really helpful to hear from you and how involved you were on, okay, I have groups coming. How can I help them be effective? And then also draw an income from that, right? So, help them translate, help them find the right areas of the city, be a bodyguard where necessary, connect them in. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for helping them to be effective and love people the way that God loves people. That's really wonderful.
Yeah, it was a blessing for me to work in like that, because I think it's one of my ministry to do that, to show people how Haiti have a love for people. Is a community, like we are a good nation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Good things for me. Yeah.
Good.
Beautiful nation.
Well, I think that brings us to the next step in your story. You've helped a bunch of aid groups and churches and missionaries that are coming into Haiti. But I think the next step is you're moving to the United States, and then there's some reasons that you're here in the first place. So,
when I working in the missionary team, I was have a neck problem. So one day I working with a team, so I met a lady. His name Whitney. So she saw me working. She said me, "Oh, you got a problem." I said, "Yes, I'm not feel good." She said, "Oh, you got a problem in your neck, not in your hands." I said, "No, it's my hands a problem." He said, "No, it's not your hands, it's your neck." She said me, "I don't know why God sent me in Haiti, but I think it's a reason." I said, "Yes, maybe." She said, "Okay, I'm gonna call my my boss. He's a doctor. He's working in the neck. If he can't do my surgery." I said, "Oh, it will be great for me." I said, "Oh, that will be a blessing for me." So she keep working in these. That's a reason I come to USA. I think 19, no, it's not 19, 20, 2016. 2016. She's working at the paper with Dr. Lee for me, and it's my first trip to get in my surgery. It's a blessing of God for me. After my surgery, I spent in 3 months. I come to Minnesota because surgery we get it at Tennessee. So she's amazing. He's a good missionary team. He's a good Samaritan. God sending to me. He's a Brittany. I will never forget her in my life. She's a good person. She bring me in USA and get a surgery. And I think Dr. Brian, yes, he do that. No money. I don't have any insurance. I don't spend any money. It's the only God cannot do that for me. Because if I was in Haiti, I cannot do that because in Haiti don't have a hospital cannot do that for me. So I understand all my life working at the missionary team is like had a reason, God had a reason for everything,
Yeah.
because if I was in Haiti, maybe I was handicapped because I will not do that. But
Yeah.
with that, I can get a visa 5 year. I keep coming every year to check up my neck. So after I last 2000, 2020, 21, I come for checkup, and but Haiti have a problem for political, not peace, security, insecurity in Haiti. So the president Jovenel was assassinated or died.
Yep.
So the president Biden said, okay, every people come before July 21, like that, 2021, like that. You're available to get a TPS, like that. We call them. I applied for this.
Temporary protection status.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was hard for me because I left my wife in Haiti and my daughter.
So you're here for your neck checkup.
Yeah.
This assassination occurs, and then you can apply for the temporary status to stay.
Yeah.
Under the change in politics here that or the change in politics in Haiti, right?
Yeah.
The classification that Biden provided there, and then that allowed you to stay, but you left your wife and daughter behind. How long were you set up to stay at that point, and how did they come and join you?
Okay, that they have a problem in Haiti. I sent her to Dominican Republic
Okay.
because there are too much problem. I got a business. The gangster destroy my business. They try to get in and kidnapping, So I said it's not safe in Haiti. So she go to Dominican Republic. So after 1 year like that, President send they give a program for his name Powell. like humanity, like that. So I gotta call my dad. I said, I need a sponsorship because I cannot apply for her because my study cannot apply for her.
Yeah.
So my dad is sponsorship my wife and my daughter. After 2 years half, she come with me. She come to USA. So that's why she's with me right now.
Yeah.
Good. What if I know I'm not in charge of the questions, but what were the conditions at that point that were so unsafe for her? You said your business was destroyed.
Yeah, my
And they were
business.
seeking to do kidnapping?
Yeah, kidnapping, business destroys, and they try, the gain is our power in Haiti.
The game.
Yeah, they try to everything. So
What was one of the major things is if you knew Americans or had any association with Americans or people that had money and power, you were a candidate for kidnapping.
yeah, because when the gangs go to your Facebook, they see Jimmy have many friends, American friends. They got money, They think I got the money, but I just working, to take care of them. I don't have money because people thinking when you have friend American, you got the money too. So when they text me, they said if you not give money, they're gonna kill you like that. So it's not safe for me to do that.
Yeah.
That's our reason. What now we apply for? We apply for another things like asylum.
Yeah. Asylum.
Asylum now. So we apply. My wife apply for this for my family. We apply for this now because it's not safe for me in Haiti. My business.
Yeah.
We don't.
And kidnapping is the hope with kidnapping would be, Jimmy's got rich friends. We'll kidnap
She's
Jimmy, and
American.
they'll pay to save him. Yeah.
I can have money, or they call you, or if you not give me money, they're gonna kill you when you go into your house. It's too much stress,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a lot.
Yeah. No, it's
So
very hard.
I said some picture of my business that destroys everything. So they do that. Like I say that. It's this. You see?
Yeah.
It's a business that. So that's.
Maybe we can get those.
It's
Destroy it.
Yeah.
Who's ripping things up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy, one of the things that he learned when he was in the streets of Haiti, he met a man that really had a love for young men in Haiti, and he trained Jimmy and his fellow Haitian guys to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And so Jimmy definitely has an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
So many Haitians
Businessman.
are not used to that kind of work, because
Yeah.
they don't understand how.
Yeah, because when I working in the missionary team, most of our leader team of try to training me, like or to get business or to get a Christian or to survive yourself. Like I remember I got Nate Anderson, I got Wes Morgan, I got Robert Wise, I got Crawford. Many people like that, many people try because I got a community with a missionary team. Because when I was living, I didn't live in with my own family. I was living by myself. It's hard to tell you that I was living by myself. So, but God always give me some of good people to teach me or training me on my life. That's why now I got a good life in the name of Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a blessing of God for me because I can be a gangster like in Haiti too because I'm not living with my dad. I don't know him, So
Yeah.
Yeah, they training me. I was working and get business and take care of my family. I got many nephew. I got many niece, cousin, family to take care of this.
One of the businesses that we worked together on is Jimmy would cell phones is a
Yeah,
big
cell
thing
phone.
in Haiti
Yeah.
for communication.
Yeah,
and
my
what we would
business.
do, what
Yeah.
we
Pretty popular here in the States.
Yeah,
too.
Yes.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's
And
why
so-
I call my business gel communication. It's
Gel
my last-
communication.
So what we would do is I would ask people when you're instead of turning your phone in when you're getting a new phone,
Yeah,
give it to me and I will bring it to Haiti. And also we would try to buy phones on the internet and then we would bring them to Haiti with us when we came as a team and Jimmy would sell them. We also use couriers.
yeah,
Probably many of you are familiar with Healing Haiti. And we have friends that are lead teams for Healing Haiti, and they would meet Jimmy at the airport.
yeah,
And they would pick up phones.
yeah.
And so we had couriers. And so that's how one of the things that he did to make a living for his family. And
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so getting us kind of back on the chronological story as we go. Yeah, you can use that. It's fine. You can use it.
My eyes. I think
Yeah, you can use it. That's fine. I should have had full blown
Kleenex or something.
Yeah, full blown
right.
Kleenex in here.
I got some in the car. Should I?
No, I think we'll be okay. So, getting us back on the chronological story. So you were here for checkup after your surgery. You stayed. Your wife and your daughter went to the DR embassy, or they went to DR.
Dominican Republic.
Yep. Okay.
Oh yeah, there was in the
Yeah. So they went
when I
to
was here.
Dominican Republic,
Yeah.
and then they came and joined you here when?
2020, 23.
December 2023,
Yeah, December.
right before
Yeah.
New Year's, they
Yeah,
came.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Great. And and they're on a sponsorship status.
Yeah, he's daddy's daddy's a sponsorship.
The sponsorships were for 2 years. Jimmy's TPS was for 18 months and was renewed a few times, but they're for 2 years. So their term of their staying here in the United States ends in 2 years from December 23.
Gotcha.
So
That's this December.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming up quick. Yeah, and then one thing you mentioned to me a little bit earlier is that it sounds like your status may end early due to some changes that are happening in our government, where it comes up in August.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, my study will supposed to do finish in next year. I think February next year. So the president will now try to stop in. They said they are August 3. So I don't know what the future, what they're gonna do.
Right.
So these are scare me. So right now I don't know what we gonna do if I cannot work after August 3. So I don't know yet.
Yeah.
The attorney tells us that because he filed for asylum, it's currently under what they call a stay.
Yeah.
So he will not be able to work after August 3 unless
Right,
there's
yeah.
some intervention by a judge. His wife recently was supposed to stop working on the 24th of April, but a judge said that was not legal. So
Yeah.
her work permit got continued. So she continued to work. So we don't know what's going to happen with Jimmy.
We don't know what's gonna happen, but we will keep praying and see what the future.
Yeah.
And I can say, I mean, one of the complicated things for us as one of Jimmy's current employers is Calvary.
Yeah.
He works at Calvary with me. And so we have to ask the question, what do we do if it's not legal work, but we want to support Jimmy and we don't necessarily agree with all of what's being done. What is our role as followers of Christ? What's our role as an organization in being faithful to Scripture and respectful of our laws and our leaders?
Yeah.
But this isn't some random face or statistic. This is Jimmy,
right?
Who we've known for 27 years.
Exactly. Well, and Jimmy, right now you're working 2 jobs, and then your wife is also working, and then the money that you're making is supporting your family, but it's also supporting others. Did you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah. So in Haiti, we live in a community. Like we get if one of them have money, we have to support each of them. That's I'm working now with Cavalry and Polaris now. It's a pharmacy. So when I got money, I send it to my people in Haiti. So my family, and take care of my family here and take care of my family and in Haiti. But this is a little bit different in USA and here. So in Haiti, if one of working, you taking all of your family, all of your community. So you cannot say, oh, no, I got them all. No, you got to share the money. So I got many nieces, I got many neighbors, I got a friend to take care of. The people call you every time to help you. You're supposed to help them. You have to help them. But I will take care of my family here. But so most of money is sent into Haiti and take care of them too.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're definitely talking to you as somebody who went through the appropriate channels, got approvals to stay. You want to stay, you want to work, and going home to Haiti is a dream, but because of the political status right now, because of the gangs, because of the danger to you, it doesn't make any sense to return, right?
And your family.
Yeah. See, Haiti is my country. I want to back to Haiti, but it's not safe right now for me to go back in Haiti now. So I think Haiti need me, but it's not safe for me to go there. But I have to work if I go to Haiti now, I cannot back here because I had a surgery to do. I got many things because I got a plaque in my neck now. So in Haiti, we don't have a good hospital to take care of me. You have a problem. I have to get my green card. I have to get permission to come to go back. That's why I said to apply for asylum. If I got a status to get a green card, maybe I can go and back to Haiti because Haiti need me. I need to go to Haiti. I miss them.
Yeah.
I miss Haiti.
Yeah.
Especially in winter.
Yeah. So
The surgeries that Jimmy is talking about were not surgeries that any surgeon in Haiti was qualified to perform. So his first surgery was his neck surgery. At the time that I met him right before his surgery, he couldn't help our team. I had to go to his house to visit him. He was constantly no strength in his arms, and he was falling on the ground. Because of the nerve being pinched in his neck. And so the minute that got cleared up, But then he's had a lifelong issue with sinuses and ear infections ever since he was a child.
Yeah, I born to infection in my ear. I born with infection in my ear.
Born with, wow.
Yeah.
Just recently, when he came to USA, they discovered that he had a deviated septum, which is, not everything is working properly. So that was the first thing they did. But since he constantly was having sinus infections, he has holes in both ears. And so he's in constant pain and constant infections. So that's his next surgery. He's having it here in May is one surgery, 50% hole in one ear. And then in June, the other ear, and that has around a 30% hole. So, and so it affects his hearing and it affects his health. So right now, hopefully he's breathing better because his nose is clear.
Yeah,
But
that's if I got two surgery like that, I cannot back to Haiti right now. So if I was in Haiti long time, I cannot do that surgery.
Right.
So I need to stay here to get that surgery. But if I have to stay here, I have to be legal,
Right.
So I cannot be illegally to get in. So I have to work to get to pay to insurance to take care of this.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
my study is not, if it's stopping August 3, I'm not available to work in it anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why I need more prayer, maybe then or maybe Calvary team can help me to pray for my ascension to get in the green card.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Calvary will pray, and we would invite anybody
Yeah.
who watches this to pray.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
I mean, and it spreads much more than just the Gel family. There's many Haitians that we know of that have also relocated to the United States.
yeah.
With very similar stories.
I hear from them all the time. And then the people back in Haiti, the conditions are not improved. They're continuing to get worse and worse as the government is controlling less and less of the country, and the gangs are controlling more and more of the country.
Yeah.
And the ones that are being harmed are the people.
I just saw today on the news, one of the major cruise lines has discontinued stopping in Haiti because it's not safe right now. Well, I mean, that's safe for the cruise people, but that is a lot of income that Haiti's now not getting.
Yeah.
If those tourists aren't coming. Well,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's definitely a challenge to try to work through. And I know, I know you're going to have prayer, and hopefully there are more people that become aware and pray for you because of this and because of the video that we did for church. But also, it sounds like you have some help in addition to the prayer with, a little bit of legal help with some counsel from others that are trying to give you all of the options that you have. So I hope that continues as well. We'll pray for that asylum. What's next besides the asylum claim? Where do you go after the surgeries? And if asylum happens versus doesn't, does that change the plan?
Oh, me and my wife, we plan to move in New York, where my wife have more family there. So I try to move in at the summer to New York right now. So that's our plan for the summer. So I hope it will be okay for me and my wife and my daughter.
So a move to New York to live with some other family that you have here in the United States to save some money and figure out what's next. Is that the plan? Is it to save some money and set yourself up for the next step, or?
Oh yeah, we save some of money to move in there. So
I think he's asking why New York? Why?
oh, why New York? Oh, the reason we're going to New York, but I think it'll be, and in Haiti we live in a community like together. Everybody, every family support them.
Right.
So it will be better for me and my wife to find a family there. It's a same language, same community. So I think it will be better for me and my wife.
And good for your daughter too.
Yeah, for my daughter
to have more.
Yeah, so some of the time when I'm going work and my daughter stay by herself, maybe can I find some of cousin, some of uncle like that, some of friend, Haitian friend.
Yeah.
They cannot live in together. But right now he's living with TV. Well, you don't have any people there,
Yeah.
So I think it will be better for her. And my wife to have about 4 sisters living in New York. I think it will be okay for her. So me, I think it will be
It'll be good.
get a peace, love, many things.
It's
Yeah,
such a
family.
different understanding of community than
Yeah.
we experience, most of us as Americans.
Yes.
Where we live in suburbs where we pull into our garage and the garage door closes and we don't even see our neighbors.
Right.
And the Haitian people
Asian, we
is
not living
so
like
integrated.
that. We one house here, we living
Yep.
together. So you think, oh, he's a family? No, he's a neighbor. So we living together like that.
And
Community.
it's a picture, like
Yeah.
it's in the book of Acts. That's what we're, as Christians, we're supposed to,
Yeah.
like when one person has
Yeah.
money, then they share with the people that don't,
Yeah,
and they care
yeah,
for each other.
yeah.
And I think the people in Haiti do that better
Yeah.
than most Christians in America.
Yeah.
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 One of the issues is that 3 of the sisters are in the same situation they're
Yeah.
in. Their time up,
Their
is even-
status.
their status is even shorter than Floor's.
Yeah.
It's in May and June,
Yeah.
and so that is a prayer for them. Some of them are married and have children, so
Yeah.
it's a whole group of people. One of Floor's sisters is married to a Haitian
Flora
American.
being
Jimmy's wife.
Yep.
Yep.
One of them is married to a Haitian American. He's a U.S. citizen. Her sister has citizenship.
Yeah.
So that's he grew up in New York.
Yeah.
So that's why they're in New York. He came to the USA as a little boy, and he is a U.S. citizen, and he works
legally now.
he works for the New York
Yeah.
Police Department. So
Wow.
he's well established in this country. He married Jimmy's sister-in-law, and they have a couple of children. And so but one of the things I would like to address is how much of a blessing their daughter Angel has been.
Mhm.
Angel grew up in Haiti for her first 7.5 years of her life. She learned Creole and French.
Yeah.
So then for the next 2.5 years
She
of her
learned
life, she goes to the
Dominican
Dominican,
Republic.
and she enters school and she learns Spanish.
Mhm.
She comes to USA December of 23 and now is fluent in English. Matter of fact, her ELL teacher told my wife that she probably doesn't have to do ELL next year because she's that fluent in English. So here's a girl that's 11 years old. She knows 4 languages.
How many more is that than you? That's 3 more than me. I'm not that great at English. 4 more than you.
So I can see great things for this young woman in the future, being able to speak 4 languages
Mhm.
and loves Jesus, and
Yeah.
really she enjoys helping little kids at church. And so I can see that as a blessing.
Yeah.
She's here.
It's a blessing for me. So I remember when I say something, he said, "Dad, what you said?" You try to help me to speak English right now. So it's a blessing for me. So
Say, hey, I'm the father.
I said, yeah, I will need you because we got a ministry. When I'm back to Haiti, I will need you and to help me to do my ministry. If I'm die, I think she's take my place to my ministry. Keep doing that for me. It's a good thing for me. So
Yeah. That's powerful.
yeah.
So she's here because of tragedy.
Yeah,
She
love baby.
benefits so much.
She love
Yeah.
baby. She love to help baby like that. I think when I was young, it's the same thing to go to team working and help the orphanage. That's why I do it when I was young too.
Yeah.
So she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's good.
Oh, great. Is there anything else we should touch on? Anything else, important about your story that we should mention?
So for me, I have many things to explain on my story, but I try to a little shorten. So when you imagine where I'm from, where I'm here now, I cannot imagine that. Only God cannot do that for me. I can say is I'm a one of my family. I can finish school, high school, and go to the college. Even I'm not done, but it's a one of them of my family. I was living when I was young. I was living at Cité Soleil, at the poor country. But God, God, God put me here. What now? So I can support my family. It's a blessing for me. Oh, I never imagined that. Only God can do that for me. He's a one of my family, not no father. I don't know them. He's the one. But he's the one to finish school, working, get business, travel, meet good people. Only me. Everything is happening in my family. The first one they will call is me. I'm very important in family because they hope on me. So I think the story can encourage every people who don't have hope. I'm gonna encourage people to keep hope in God. Life not done, even you got a hard situation, but God have a plan for your life. Just believe in Him. He can do that for you. That's why I can say that I think some of Haitian gonna watching this. So keep believe, keep trusting your plan and your vision, and keep praying. God cannot change everything for you. If I was here, I'm not doing anything. Only God do that for me. I'm not from the family, rich family, no, poor family. So God do everything for me. When I remember my surgery, only God. To finish, I want to say thank you for everyone. Come to Haiti, I meet in Haiti, I meet in USA. I will not say any name, but they know that. They're in my heart. Everyone I meet at the team, leader team, everyone I working at the team, I say to them, thank you. Thank you so much.
If I could briefly, I think one of the reasons I'm excited to hear this story and to share Jimmy's story, because I think so often for us in this culture, we take an issue like immigration and we make it a political issue. But the problem is, if you look back over the history, even of the last 50 years, the party has gone back and forth on who's pro-immigration, who's anti-immigration. I remember Ronald Reagan talking about us being a city on a hill. It's biblical language. And now that's not in vogue. And I just want to say, Jimmy is not a political issue. This is a biblical issue. There's a biblical mandate for the people of God to pray, but also to act and to advocate and to love. And throughout most of the Old Testament, one of God's major indictments of the people of God was, you don't care about the people who are being oppressed. You don't care about the people who are poor. You don't care about the strangers and the aliens among you. And for that, I blame you, people of God. That was God's message. And it's really easy right now, I think, for a lot of people to say, oh, well, we need to follow the law, or, if they don't have blah, blah. Jimmy's done that. I mean, this is not a political issue. This is a biblical issue. And so I think, at very least, I would invite anybody who's seeing this to recognize that this is far more complicated. Do the work of not just taking easy political answers and stump speeches, and do the real work of saying, what is God calling us into as the people of God, so that we do better than the people of God in the Old Testament did. We do like the church in Acts did, of saying, for those who have, let's care for those who don't have. When there's an alien and a stranger among us, let's love them well and equip them to go back like Jimmy wants to do. He's already doing, and being a blessing to the people of Haiti, the country that he loves. That's what's best for Haiti. That's at the heart of how America was formed. I mean, 150 years ago, my Swedish relatives escaped like state church. That's nothing. And they came to America and were told, like, welcome to America. Here's your free land. Here's a free farm.
Yeah.
And this is such a different journey. And I'm not trying to get political, but I'm saying, let's think bigger. Let's think biblically, and recognize that politics is just one tool. That we have lots of tools. We're so resourced to help people, and politics can be one of those, but don't start there.
Yeah.
I'll get off my soapbox.
And Jimmy said thank you to individuals that he won't mention because there's too many. But I want to thank Jimmy and our brothers and sisters from Haiti for teaching us something. When I went to Haiti for the first time, I felt like I was in the whirlwind of America. That stuff was important to me. Status and stuff. When I got back from Haiti, I told my wife the first time, I said, relationships, people, is more important than stuff and position and everything. And I learned that from the people of Haiti. Stuff doesn't make you happy. Status doesn't make you happy. But relationships with fellow Christians and with God is really what gives you peace and happiness. And I saw that clearly in the people of Haiti. Even though they didn't have daily food, resources, they were happy. And I think I would like to thank Jimmy and the people of Haiti for giving me a new view of life and what's important.
One of the first trips I was on with Paul, you'll probably remember this. We happened to be there. I was going to preach. We happened to be there. It was Palm Sunday. So we get on the bus and we're driving down to, I think it was Cité Soleil where the church was. We're very close.
Delma 31. Yep, 31.
But we're driving on this bus and we're passing all these little, very simple homes that were, and the street is, covered in refuse. I mean, this is very, very poor area. And these people are coming out of their homes on Palm Sunday dressed to the nines. I mean, and whether it was hand-me-downs or where they got, I don't know, but I mean, they were dressed up. And we got to church and they worshiped for hours, and the joy that they expressed. I thought, these people came out of these simple homes. They have so little and they are worshiping so enthusiastically. And I'm like, it's been like 4 hours. Like, I want lunch. And they're still like singing, and the joy. It's just,
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I think in America, we miss out on this, on the real joy and the simplicity of life, and we get all turned around in our careers and in our homes and the cars we drive. And there's much more. The older you get, you realize there's much more to life than that. And it's about relationships and people.
Yeah. Jimmy, you've impacted so many, including me and my family. And so, yes, I echo that. On behalf of Calvary, thank you. You've had amazing impact and will continue.
Okay. Well, I think we'll wrap up here. Jimmy, thank you for being here. Thank you for telling us your story. We will be praying for you as we go. At Becoming Our Age, we talk a lot about how we became who we are, and how we become who we are becoming, making those choices. And we talk about 4 pillars: learning, laughs, relationships, and responsibility. Jimmy has dove headlong into responsibility, relationships, learning the entrepreneurial things, and he's finding joy even in this enormous amount of stress and pain. His story is a powerful one, and I pray that it will point you back at God as he wants it to. And for those of you that aren't here for the faith stuff, surprise, thanks for sticking around.